letting dreams die. That's the focus of today's voice. I think when people let dreams die, a part of them dies as well too. One of the most important things in life is never letting a dream die. It's part of your identity. It's part of who you are, and it's part of what you want to become. It's one of those things where if we let a dream die, we forget about ourselves, we lose ourselves, we lose our motivation, we lose our purpose, and we just flat out lose sight of the vision. And I think one of the things that, letting dreams die is so significant in the fact that when we let it happen, we start to become depressed, lose our way, and we're forced to be in a position where we have to redefine ourselves. That's why it's important to never let that dream die. Never ever let that dream die. It's important to not have that happen because that's what keeps the opposite of what I've been saying. It defines you, defines what's going on in your heart. It keeps fire inside you. It keeps that identity. It keeps the why inside of you. Yeah, there are other whys too, like, your family and all this other stuff, but that's really one of the most important whys is your dream. And the most important why is because it's important to you. I think definitely, we have so many things going on because we want to do it for this person or do it for that person, especially in our families, that we forget to do it for ourselves. And when you forget to do it for yourself, I think that self-satisfaction goes out the window. And when the self-satisfaction goes out the window, then, self-resentment happens. And, from there, I think it goes downhill. So it's important not to do that. You always want to have that self-satisfaction in your dream to do it for you. That's why it's important not to let it die. When we let it die, a couple of things happen. Number one, we become average. We go do our thing in the world, and that's it. There's no purpose. There's no meaning behind it. The second thing is we're off doing random stuff that we think makes us happy, but it really doesn't, because we're too busy dodging what we really want in life. And unfortunately, that's a lot of people. It really is. A lot of people are scared to go out and fulfill their dream because they're simply just scared of what other people think. And you can't be. Because once you start to become that scared person of what other people think, what other people are going to say to you if you tell them what you're doing, I think that's the biggest problem. And then why people get scared. But here's the biggest significance. Even if you have a dream and you're going to do that, do it quietly. Don't tell people. Go look at some of the biggest elites. They only tell their closest friends. They don't tell anybody else. They tell people who understand them, have the same mindset as them. They know that it's in their corner. Hell, I know elites that don't even tell their own family what they're doing in terms of their dreams and goals. Sounds selfish? Yeah, it is. In a good way. But I think we can all agree that it starts from within is what really counts. And if it starts from within is really counts, then keeping it to yourself makes sense. And if you can keep it to yourself, keep that dream strong, it'll never die. Once you allow it to flourish, You'll see that you'll see that dream unfold. But if you allow it to crumble and burn up in thin air, that dream dies. And guess what? So do you. It really does happen. This is no bullshit. This happens every single day to people. And I'm here to tell you, do not be that person that lets that dream go up in smoke. Because when you do, there goes your life. I can hear people right now often say, "Oh, well, Scott, it's still okay to live this way." It is not. You were put on this earth to fulfill that dream. And you're not going to be 100% satisfied until you go out there and do it. Just having a job is not enough. It's not enough. Oh, what about the money? It's not enough to fulfill that dream. Where's the will? Where's the passion? Where's the happiness in money? Where? Fulfill your dream and money will follow. Trust me. And if you don't believe it, go ask people who are fulfilling their dreams right now. It doesn't matter if they're a business owner, they play sports, or whatever it is that they're doing to fulfill their dream. Go ask them what they were motivated by first before money. Trust me, that answer will be completely different than what you think it is. But the bottom line is, you have to refuse to let that dream die. Refuse. I'm talking you exhaust every resource to make sure it stays afloat and make sure you're doing everything you can on a daily basis to make sure that that dream happens. You have to be willing. You have to be willing to fight, scratch, claw your way to make sure that that dream stays alive. And if you're not willing to do that, you're going to watch it burn in thin air, which is what I don't want for you. Why am I saying that? I used to go through that myself. I used to let dreams dissipate right in front of me. Luckily for me, I was able to rekindle them, but you don't want to go down that road. It's a lot of pain. It's a lot of frustration. It's a lot of anger. It's a lot of confusion. It's everything you don't want. I don't want that for anybody. That's why I'm having this conversation. Well, technically, this podcast. I'm not really, well, I'm talking to well, you understand what I'm talking about. Sorry. But these are important messages to know, to understand. There was nobody telling me this stuff when I was in my 20s. That's why it's important for people to know this now. Do everything you can to fulfill your dreams, and trust me, you will live a better life. I promise you that. And if you don't, you can come talk to me. Maybe we can fix something. Never let your dreams die, people, as it's the key ingredient to a quality life. My name is Scott Foley. Thank you for listening today. And as you go on about your day, understand your dreams are a big part of you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.